Hello and welcome to the Self-Made Book channel. I'm Bianca.
And I'm Byron.
So today, Byron, let's talk about the birthday, black tie, networking gala.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that is, where have you been? You must have been under a rock because it's been...
It's gone, by the way.
Yeah, it's already happened. So don't get excited about it.
We're not trying to tell you.
Yeah. But it's everywhere. Like, even I'm like, oh my God, people still posting? It was a week later. And I'm still seeing reels, pictures, new concept, new content, new thoughts across every platform. So I love it.
We did it.
I know.
We did it. You know, from crazy concept to execution.
I mean, that's you all over, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, well, you know, I like to come out, keep you on your toes, darling. So
new concept every day. Honestly, if anyone out here who's also married to an entrepreneur, obviously it's two entrepreneurs in the house, so it's an interesting one. Yeah. But you wake up with a new idea every day.
Yeah. I keep Bianca on her toes.
But at least you make it happen, eh?
Yes.
Oh, me too. Likely.
So, so if you don't know, you've been under a rock. We held a black tie birthday gala, award ceremony, speed networking session and party all in one day in honor of our birthdays. Obviously we're not in the country most of the year, and we said, why don't we do a celebration? And what we wanted to achieve was, and what we did achieve was getting great people in the room and having great conversations, food, networking, etc. So it was absolutely incredible, and the feedback that I am still seeing makes it all worthwhile. The feedback I am seeing makes it all worthwhile. Now, let's start with the negative things. Let's start with the things that we can perhaps even improve upon. One of the things for me is we have table hosts. And I think that we should provide table hosts with a description of expectation.
Or a list of questions or conversation starters. Yeah,
but even because the hosts are there, they're great, and you get, part of the reason for this is to make sure everyone has a balanced experience of a table host. Because people know me, they know what I'm like, I'm used to hosting, but it's not the same for everybody. And whilst we've got great minds there, I think some people will have a different experience depending on which table they sit at. So for me, in order to make the experience even better, it's like, okay, this is the expectation. This is a list of what to do, how to do it, and why you're doing it. So for me, that was one of the things I was like, I want to make sure that everyone's experience is better. And even when I started thinking about that, it implied to me, right? So even just little things, even though I did get to speak to nearly everybody on my table, but next time I would want to
move around the table.
Not just move around, but even as a simple example, is when I get to the table, instead of, it's kind of awkward where it's like, hi everybody, blah, blah, blah. But I want to meet every single person.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah?
And I think if we'd had round tables,
that would have been easier. It would have been easier. We had long tables, exactly. Yeah. So just little things like that for me, I'm like, cool, I want to make sure that there's a standard. We have our document. Everybody understands with clarity what that looks like and what that is. This is a job, and let's make sure everybody executes that to the same standard. So that would be one of the things I would say would be how I would improve it. But let's go to some of the feedback now, right? Oh my God, I'm just still seeing feedback every day. What's your tip? Yeah.
Incredible, honestly. People are saying they still can't believe it was a week ago. They're still tired from last week from dancing too much and having too much fun and networking so much. And just to put into context for anyone that wasn't there. So you arrived. There was on arrival there was a live musician. I can't remember what that instrument is. Saxophonist. My apologies. There was a saxophonist doing some live work. Then there was the host, obviously just welcoming everyone on the mic and encouraging everyone to talk to each other. So it was kind of networking on arrival. Then everyone sat down on their tables. We had a 3-course meal, and the dessert. During the dessert time, we had White Yardie as a comedian doing a comedy set. So everyone got some nice belly laughs, and I think that's important because as we always say,
his final joke
Yeah. Well,
his final joke was close to the edge.
it was close. It was edgy.
I was like, ooh.
But the business is meant to be fun, right? And I think it's meant to be enjoyable. So you want a networking event that also has some enjoyment. So we had the comedy, and then the tables got removed, and it was now the time for the speed networking. I think was it 10 rounds or 6 minutes?
10 6-minute rounds, yeah.
Yeah. So people were able to meet like a considerable number of people. So what's important about that is a lot of people messaged me and said, Bianca, I have no one to go with. What should I do? And I said to them, just come on your own. That's the whole point of this event, is you can come on your own and you'll be fine, because you get a table, everyone is on their own. We purposely moved people around so they weren't with their friends, if they did come with someone, because it's an opportunity to meet new people. So it was like, people had the chance to meet on the table, then speed networking, and the buzz in the room, the energy. You remember like the noise, everyone talking.
It's
Imagine
buzzing.
200 people
talking
at the same time, right? Great energy in the room. And then we did the awards before the networking, actually. There was the awards. We had some awards, some of our mentees who have done very well. So 7-figure mentee, best accountability partner, most progress, biggest community advocate, like just different awards for them.
Celebrate them. And do you know what's really interesting about that, right? Is, and I think I mentioned it before, it was in my many years ago, me and one of my business partners, Ali, we were like, we wanted to do an award ceremony years ago, and we were like, this is going to be too much work. At that stage, we didn't have the audience. We just had the ambition, and we knew that, hey, this is going to be a potential great revenue generator. Whereas like 8 years or however long later, if I wanted to do an award ceremony in 3 months' time, I got the audience, I got the experience, I got the knowledge. Like, it's so interesting how like sometimes it's just not the right time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you haven't got the audience, because that workload, like, you want it to be a successful event no matter what you do, right? But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Awards, and then we had the speed networking, and then the party started, and the party was
live PAs,
from Deneo, Lisa Mafia, DJ set. It was just
even CK Flash jumped on the. It was good.
It was incredible.
Do you know what? I watched some videos yesterday. Yeah,
your own ones?
Nah,
because I still got content for days. I'm like, do I keep posting this? It's been a week. How many more posts can I put?
I was like, it gave me a smile. I was like, yeah. So the question is though, how does one make it better? This?
I mean, there's small things. I think, part of me wonders if we should be outside of London.
Well,
and the only reason I say that is I just think then more people can stay the night. Like, it changes the experience. Maybe as a weekender.
We reached out to the
yeah.
So we're looking at potentially doing a weekender. It's in Ipswich. We have to take over all 40 rooms. Yeah, fine. I'm just waiting for the cost to come in. But then I was like, that sounds like a Maximum Achievement Summit. Do you do the Maximum Achievement Summit on the same time? Oh, interesting. And then you have...
So during the daytime you have training, during the evening you have the...
Yeah, and then you have a big OG speaker that gives them enough lead time to do the summit, blah, 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 right? Anyway, reaching out to one of the speakers that I... Basically, when we're making these events, it's for events for us. So, like, the speakers that I want,
events
I'm like...
we enjoy.
Yeah, it's for us, right? Anyway, so we'll see what happens there.
But I think, arguably, yes.
But who do you have as a PA? Who do you have as a PA that everybody can enjoy?
I mean, we struggled if that's the first time.
I was saying, maybe you go
because some people said Omar,
Major League, Amma.
No.
But not everyone knows about the Amma. The Amma piano. Or you go like.
I think arguably you might need 2 genres this time, because I guess we went Deneo and Lisa Mafia. They're quite a similar genre.
Yes.
And so maybe you go like an Omar and like an Amma, like 2 different genres of music. So because it caters to both our audiences.
Yeah, interesting.
Let us know below if you've got suggestions.
Yeah, let us know who
on performances, who artists.
And be sensible, people.
I know.
Don't start saying
Stormzy,
50 Cent, Stormzy. Bro, you don't want to pay that money, yeah? Right, Stormzy and these other people. We ain't got budget for that. Alright? So We would love to bring them to you, but it's not going to be
it's not
feasible. So just relax. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Look, we're gonna plan one for next year, and so
So you say next year, not this year?
Nah, I don't think so this year.
Really?
No. You want to do one this year? I booked already the June date, June 22nd, I think it is.
I know, I've spoken to you about this before.
But I don't know.
So people are saying to me, summer ball, when's the next one? Is it a summer ball? Is it a winter gala? I think
It's a lot of mental capacity.
It is a lot of work. I think people don't even realise like the amount of work that went into that event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just show up, get their champagne on arrival, have the saxophonist, have the, what do you call that board? Step and repeat.
Step and repeat.
Balloons. Sweetie cart. I don't know if I'll have a sweetie cart next time.
No, I don't think so either. Although I saw people enjoying it.
It was finished. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So there you go.
But
And you know our dessert construction. We had like a table with loads of desserts.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful that people weren't sure if they were meant to eat it.
Yeah.
So I think we need to make that clearer.
That they can eat it. Yeah.
But
and then there was a load of drinks left over, and we just end up just leaving it there. It wasn't clear that you guys can have it.
Yeah, because I think people might have thought it was people's drink. Yeah, just small detail things. Like the event, the venue should have just poured those drinks out and just given it
gone
to
round
people.
on a tray.
Yeah. Humans though, humans being humans in the UK. So interesting.
Let's not start that. And people were like, "Oh, but why wasn't the staff dressed in dicky bows and stuff like that?" The venue staff.
I mean, you say people, it's 2 people.
Two people.
Let's not.
Okay.
No one else.
It was 2 people.
Flag that.
Like, oh, they wasn't wearing a dicky bow when they came. This ain't Dubai.
Exactly. The difference between, and that's the thing.
So we're talking about venue staff.
Yeah.
So the venue staff who were serving the champagne were just wearing their staff uniform. One of our team, one of our mentees, who we love dearly actually, was like, "Oh, why wasn't they wearing a dicky bow?" We're like, "What?"
I mean, I think the thing is, like we've hosted obviously a big event in Dubai where everyone would be dressed to the nines because it's Dubai and their standard is a little bit different. But we'll see. Maybe the next venue will have to provide dicky bows in advance to the staff and say, "This is their dress. This is your dress code expectation."
On that topic of Dubai, we're going to talk about it in just a second.
All right, let's go. Anyway, we had a phenomenal time. Thank you everyone that came.
Thank you.
Everyone, all of our suppliers.
Yes.
We made a real concerted effort to make sure we had diverse suppliers. I think that's a really important part of business, just improving your supplier. We should talk about that too later. But thank you to all our suppliers, all of the people we put in the gift box. We really, really made an effort to make this an inclusive event. So thank you to everyone that attended, everyone that enjoyed, all the feedback, keep it coming, and we'll see you next time.
Yes. Thank you, my people.
Until then, I'm Bianca.
I'm Byron.
And SELFMADE
is the home of entrepreneurship.
It is.